It's your boy Reaction June with another video. Just wanted to drop a reaction video to Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti beef, and give my take and my 2 cents on the video. I have a disclaimer real quick. I'm not condoning any beef, anything like that. I'm just reacting to the video and giving my feedback on the video. That's it. That being said, let's continue on with this video. If you're feeling this video, leave a comment in the comment section below. Like up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you put the post notifications on so that way you won't miss a thing. I also have another channel. You into the gaming 2K, then I have another channel that's for you. I make videos, tricks and tips, tutorials, how to get better at 2K. Check out that channel. The link is in the description below. With that being said, let's get straight into this, man. Video with Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti reaction. Let's go.
I said Gotti was cool until he turned into a buster.
Right.
So I wasn't saying that we wasn't even cool. I said we was cool until this point right here.
Right.
You mentioned the diss record. I heard about the record last night. I ain't heard it yet, but I heard about the record last night at like what, 2, 3 in the morning? Yeah, like 2, 3 in the morning, my phone get the texts and calls like, look, homie did this, homie did that. I don't know if I'm more shocked that dude actually say my name in a song that's a diss record, right, or the reason why the people say he say my name.
I used to fuck with Gotti till he turned into a buster.
What up, gang? Back with the real.
That he used to fuck with Gotti till he turned into a buster. I don't know how that beef even became or how it started or why did it start. But this is crazy though. The two legends of the game right here, you know, from the South, they both had their crown in the game. They both been involved in the rap culture for years and decades, you know what I mean, getting money. And they were real close, you know what I mean? So I don't want to talk too much, but let's continue on.
The deal? It seems having friends in the hood isn't out of the normal, but remaining friends is where it seems to be taboo. Friendship between rappers from the streets always seem to fall apart. But the worst is it begins falling apart because of breaking the bro code and over things that a phone call or conversation will solve. This is
not to cut it off real quick, but I had to dive into this one because this is a fact, what he just said. As a man, you know, sometimes you gotta, you know, put the pride and all that to the side, and a phone call will settle a lot of things and squash a lot of beef, a lot of issues, you know. People don't know how to interact with each other. With that being said, one of them could have called each other and just, you know, squashed the beef if it wasn't that serious. Because when you start making diss tracks against somebody, then it's become personal. You feel me? It start to become personal now.
Even realer for the beef between Gucci and Gotti. Both were homies taking over the industry, then one falling out and everything went to waste. From betrayal to disrespect to love triangles, whatever bond that was there seems to be all hate now. Time to see how these two OGs became bitter enemies. Let's chop it up and break it down. But before I do, drop in the comments what situation you want us to cover in the next video. Back in the early 2000s, hip-hop was in an entirely different space from what it is now. No skinny jeans, no mumble rap, and hood dudes was making it out the trap with bangers that taught the masses of their struggle and street lifestyle. Two of these rappers in particular that were making a name for themselves.
That's, you know, I can agree with what he just said, because back then it wasn't about the skin, it wasn't the skinny jeans, it wasn't that, you know, it was real street. These dudes was real street guys, you know. Gucci, if anybody know the history of Gucci and Yo Gotti, they can understand that them two guys were street guys, you know what I mean? Baggy pants, baggy, saggy. Now it's all, you know, fitted in the tight skinny jeans and all that era. But back then it wasn't about that. It was street. They was all street guys. That's Gucci right there, you know what I mean? The picture of Gucci right there, that's him right there, how he used to look, you know, when he had the belly, you know what I mean? He went to jail, he came home slim. Yeah, he came home slim. So, you know, it's different now. But let's get back into this.
It's Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane. At the time, both weren't the bosses that they are now. Back then, they were the old school version of themselves. Raw, uncut, pure hood mentality. Both had their name buzzing in music, but also had their street credentials. Gucci grew up in Atlanta and became known as the infamous Ice Cream Man, Mr. Zone 6. One of his most savage moments, forever putting him in the Gangsta Hall of Fame, was during the height of his beef with the Snowman, Jeezy. On May 10th, 2005, Radrick Davis, also known as Gucci Man, allegedly got caught lacking by some ops. Gucci was kicking it with a female friend he visited at her Decatur apartment when she opened the door and 5 men dressed in black stormed in with tape, a gun, and brass knuckles. Reports state that they threatened to shoot Gucci Man and punched him in the mouth and pistol whipped his female companion. It continues to state that witnesses heard a scuffle and gunshots and saw the men flee the apartment, with one asking another, "Are you hit?"
Hey man, you know, I had to pause it real quick because I wanted to touch that topic, man. It's, you know, so many dudes get caught up out there over a girl, man. You gotta watch these girls, man, especially these women that you don't know. You keep thinking that because they look good, they got it going on, that, oh, it's all good, you know, I'm gonna link up and I'm gonna do me with it, you know what I mean? Can't think like that with these girls. These girls are lying you, bro. These girls are lying you. So many people done died. So many people are in jail behind a girl. It's ridiculous, man. It's crazy.
The one who was hit walked by the witness and ran into the woods, while the other 3 ran the other way and left in a truck. The landlord of the apartment told authorities it looked like a burglary. However, Gucci's lawyer felt otherwise and said it may have been a setup by the female.
Basically what happened, make a long story real short, he visited a young lady, went over to her place, she was there, he was there. At one point she opened up a door, 5 guys come running in.
Like it usually is.
That what I was just saying, you know, you gotta watch these women. Niggas be doing anything for pussy, man. All pussy ain't good pussy. All women ain't good as you think they are. And some women, you know, they're about their bag. If they get a bag that lines you up, they gonna take that bag. You understand? So you gotta watch what you're doing out here in these streets if you're moving that way. You feel me?
The man that got shot would later be identified as Henry Lee Clark III, also known as Pookie Loc. After he was found lifeless a few days later outside a nearby school, then it became exposed what really happened. Pookie Loc was Young Jeezy's artist, and that hit was allegedly put out on Gucci's head by Jeezy. Gucci would beat the hit charge on self-defense and release the cult classic Jeezy diss, The Truth, where he raps, "A $10,000 bounty put on my neck. Hope you didn't pay him cause they ain't have no success. And go dig up your partner, bet he can't say shit." And if you look
at that song, that's one of the biggest hits he got for us diss tracks, you know what I mean? Because him and Jeezy beef was crazy. That beef was real personal, you know what I mean? And you know, Jeezy lost a man behind that, you know what I mean? A good friend behind that, but you know, Gucci had to do what he had to do, because if somebody got some money on your head and you got to protect yourself, so that's why he ain't never get charged for that, because he protects himself for self-defense. Gucci's a stand-up dude. Shout out to Gucci. Shout out to Yo Gotti too. Gotti's a stand-up dude too. You know what I mean? Jeezy is definitely a stand-up dude, and I thank God them two squashed their differences, him and Gucci, so they ain't got that beef no more. But let's get back into this.
Looking for the kid, I'll be in zone 6. Something like that. Yo Gotti developed a reputation himself in his city of Memphis. He was trapping way back in the day since before the age of 12. Like Gucci, he was no stranger to shootouts with the ops. During Thanksgiving weekend in 2010, in the parking lot outside of Level 2 nightclub, there was an altercation that left 6 people shot. According to court records, the incident began with a verbal altercation between Mario Yo Gotti Mims and Lance OG Boo Dirty Taylor. Both Gotti and OG Boo Dirty were arrested for the shooting, but due to no witnesses, the charges were dropped.
Before that, in another club. So it was going on more than, it's just the right people got shot where the news can get on top of it. And
okay, then both you and Yo Gotti got arrested over that. They dropped the charges.
Yeah, because then nobody come forward and press charges. No, now either side can't press charges.
No snitching really worked there, huh? So as you can see, these two been down in the streets. So I guess that's why they click so well. Gucci and Gotti would end up linking and dropping banger after banger, from Mo Money to Colors featuring Dipset member Joel Santana, to Ridiculous and Bricks. The two were running up numbers in the industry. They'd go beyond just dropping singles to releasing projects like their definition of a G and G shit mixtapes.
Those two mixtapes, definition of a G and G shit mixtape, them two mixtapes is fire. Fire. If you haven't heard those, go check those mixtapes out. You gotta hear it for yourself. Them two had a good relationship, like I stated already. It's crazy how things will divide you and separate you from somebody that's close to you because y'all lack of communication. If y'all stay on the same page to communicate with each other, that beef would have probably never been what it led up to if they was communicating with each other on a better note, you know?
Unfortunately, the chemistry was broken before the two could even take over the industry together, sparking a beef that saw the downfall of their camaraderie as rappers and as street dudes. On October 17th, 2012, Gucci was ready to release his mixtape Trap God and take his label and career to the next level. That date was significant in all that because it represented his brand 1017. Turns out Yo Gotti was also releasing the next installment to his music series CM7, The World Is Yours, on the same day as his homie Gucci. And that was the beginning of the end for their friendship. At first, Yo Gotti said he didn't know they would drop in the same day, but when he found out, he took it as him and his homie about to crash the industry. So Gotti claimed he was hype as hell, and he hits up Gucci about their releases but got no response.
And it came down to me and homie were dropping on the same day. We didn't know it. I didn't know in the beginning. And I found out probably a day or so later.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But once I found out, because he's supposed to be my homeboy, you get what I'm saying? I hit his phone immediately. I'm thinking like, oh man, we're gonna shut it down.
Yeah, shut the internet down.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Right,
me and
right.
home come out on the same day, it's a wrap. So I hit him, you know what I mean? I hit him to chop it up back there. I ain't, he ain't hit me back, he ain't answer.
Thinking it's probably nothing,
I feel Yo Gotti, where he coming from on that statement when he said, oh, they was coming out the same day, 10/17. He didn't know that date, you know what I mean? But of course he knew that date. Them two should never been beefing behind that. I could feel both of them where they coming from, but I understand more with Gotti because Gotti like, yo, that's my man. So, it ain't nothing. We gonna mess up the internet with this. We gonna tear the streets up with this. Gucci and Yo Gotti coming out the same day, we gonna be lit. You know what I mean? But Gucci didn't think about it that way.
contact with Gucci again and still no response. But still, Gotti didn't think anything about it because that's his homie.
So I'm thinking like, maybe he got a different number. You know how they be. Niggas change numbers all the time.
Right.
So I hit Coach, had told Coach to tell him reach out to me. He never reached out to me. I still ain't thinking nothing about it because this supposed to be my homeboy.
Right.
But that all changed when Yo Gotti caught on to something Gucci posted online about the situation. So he hit up Gucci's line to see what's up.
Last minute, we in the layout, we heard about the tweet. When we heard about the tweet, I immediately hit his phone. Like, what's up, homie, you good? You know what I'm saying? And, we chopped it up,
And I respect. Shout out to Yo Gotti. I respect that because that's a real man, a real man move. Instead of going over behind his back, making diss tracks or running his mouth about him, he got up on the phone and said, "Yo, let me call the homie up and see what's going on. Let me call my bro up and say, yo, bro, what's up? What's going on with us? You know what I mean? So it take a real man to make a move like that. It's not Yo Gotti fault. I want that way because Gucci got his feelings, you know what I mean? He should have just, reached out to him and, let him know how you feeling, you know what I mean? What's the issue? We both, man, let's talk about it.
And long story short, from that point, I realized that homie had an issue. For whatever reason it was, his free music and my free music
Right.
coming out the same day, you know what I mean?
Matter of fact, at first, Gotti claims they chopped it up, but Gucci wasn't even on the release date issue like that. But on the fact that Gotti did a song with Ops, T.I. and Jeezy on his I Got the Sack remix.
He didn't even speak about what he tweeted. He was like, oh man, you put Jeezy and Tip on the Rex remix. Jeezy tried to kill me. I'm like, what?
What that got to do with you?
Yeah, I'm like,
Charlemagne, you can't even speak about that, bro, because you're not even street. You can't even talk about that, Charlemagne. Chill out. You can't even talk about street stuff because you ain't a street dude. But I can understand where Gucci coming from on that perspective. Like, if somebody try to kill me and you get on the track and you supposed to be my man and you get on the track with them, You know, that's like, yo, where we supposed to be standing now, because you done made us track. You done got on the track with this dude. You running with the ops. So I could understand that. You know what I mean? I definitely feel that and understand that. So that's where Gotti, I feel, is wrong at, and Gucci is right at.
After going back and forth on the phone, Gotti assumed everything was cool and got back to the music.
So anyway, we went back and forth, you know what I'm saying, about how he felt about the situation. I told him how I felt about it. But still, then I still looked at him as a partner. So after we got off the phone, I tweeted out, look cool.
Gotti saw it as a moment to celebrate with two homies dropping. Gucci saw it as Gotti trying to ride his wave because the 1017 date, which was a part of him and his label brand.
My main problem with him was they dropped this mixtape on 1017 and tried to like ride my wave. You know what I'm saying? Like he was an artist of mine and we get some kind of money together. So I just felt like, you know, for our artists to drop their mixtape on 1017, you know what I'm saying? Which is my label on the day that I drop all my label they drop their mixtape on 1017. Why would you drop it if you ain't on 1017? And when I call you as my partner to ask you why you did, you say, oh, I didn't know you were dropping the mixtape. Now the whole world know I'm dropping this mixtape, I'm promoting this mixtape. Both me and you on the top of World Star, you with a freestyle and me with a video, but you say you're unaware that this mixtape gonna come, and I got a battle that says come out 1017.
Once Gotti knew that was the reason why Gucci was slighting him, out of respect, he changed his release date to 1018, the day after.
I said, cool, do your thing, have your day. I come out tomorrow. Right. Like, it don't matter to me. I come out at 13 o'clock in the morning. Yo Gotti gonna do what Yo Gotti gonna do, period.
Right.
You feel me? Like, that's my attitude. Like, I don't have.
You see, you know, you gotta respect it, because not only did Yo Gotti say, all right, cool, you my bro, you know what I mean? I rocks with you. We you know, we close, we cool. So he pushed his date back, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you know, my bad, I made a mistake. I didn't even know what was going on, but let me push it back for you another day, so that way you have your shine, because I'm good. You can tell how he talking that, oh, nah, there ain't nothing, because he got confidence in himself. Yeah, I'm gonna make it. My shit's gonna blow regardless. I'm gonna sell regardless, you know what I mean? So I understand that. I feel that. I respect that.
I have no insecurities or.
Gucci released on 1017 and Gotti dropped on 1018. But the riff was already caused and it was already about to get worse. Gucci went on to release a diss track towards a bunch of ops, including Jeezy and T.I. And in it, he dropped a diss to Gotti with the bar, I used to F with Gotti till he turned into a buster.
I used to fuck with Gotti till he turned into a buster.
Publicly, they expressed different feelings over the beef. Gucci saying he lost respect for Gotti, and Gotti saying he was disappointed in Gucci.
So it just made me lose all respect for him instantly.
Because I looked at him different. What I perceived of him is not what he playing out.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? The way the Gucci I always knew.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I thought you was a straight up stand-up guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Street type dude, and street dudes don't handle business like that.
Looking in from the outside, I could understand where Gotti was coming from, because Gucci is his homie. So hell yeah, we're gonna drop the same day and take over. But I can also understand Gucci's side for getting upset, especially when Gotti said he didn't know his tape was dropping the same day. This your homeboy, y'all making music and all that, and Gucci was promoting the tape throughout the year too. So how you didn't know Gucci was dropping? Gotti's reason was that he only focuses on his music and he's not the type to be on social media.
Not to cut it off again, but yeah, Yo Gotti's capping on that one. He knew the date was the release day. I think he just wanted to, like, yo, that's my homie, so I'm gonna put it out there the same day as my homie. We gonna fuck the industry up type shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. You know, what's y'all take on it? What y'all think in the comment section below? Let me know what it is.
Or following what other rappers got going on.
It's a funny situation, because first of all, like, I do my music and I don't keep up with what other people doing. You get what I'm saying? When I'm in the studio and locked in the studio, like I ain't walking around with no laptop.
But if that's your homie like that, and y'all making all these tracks and projects, how likely is it to not know your man's is dropping on that day? So I guess that's how Gucci was seeing it. But that could have been something squashed by a conversation, but nope. Hood dudes have way too much ego for that, right? So Gucci dropped a diss, and then Gotti returned with a diss of his own, titled Have Mercy. Whatever friendship they had was all downhill. But Gucci was going through it, losing his way and being too geeked up on various substances, mainly lean, something his now wife Keisha Kayor confirmed that he struggled with.
The food.
That's why Gucci had that big stomach back in the day, huh?
Nah, that was lean.
That's true right there. Gucci was crazy. He was wilding out on the lane, you know, doing too much. Glad that Gucci's in a better place now, and he got his wife, he got his kids, he got his health, he got everything good for him right now. I'm happy. I'm happy he blessed, you know.
Straight up. The first 2 months, he lost like 40 pounds because he was detoxing. All that stomach was lean. It wasn't even fat.
While fighting his demons, Gucci had a breakdown and came at everyone on Twitter. Nobody was safe. From Nicki Minaj to Drake to his former artist Waka Flocka. And you guessed it, right back on Yo Gotti neck. Gotti didn't feed into it, but in a later interview, he exposed something that may have been triggering to the entire beef with Gucci. Turns out before the whole mixtape release date fiasco, something happened. Gotti had allegedly smashed Keisha Kayor. Damn. How many times dudes gotta learn that crossing a dude's shorty is always gonna end in trouble?
That's true, man. Dudes don't care, man. Like when it comes down to their girl, they just wild out, they black out, and they just lose everything, willing to lose everything they work hard for just for a girl. But I don't get it why dudes be tripping out over girls. There's so many girls in this world. There's no need to be tripping like that, man. Don't.
We see it every time. This played out while Gucci was in jail, which I believe would be for his 1-year jail sentence for violating his parole stipulations.
Payne was handcuffed and taken to jail as after a judge revoked part of Radrick Davis's probation. Prosecutors complained that the rapper had only completed 25 hours of the 600 hours of community service.
Gotti talked about the disrespect like it was just a part of the game, saying he didn't know that Gucci was loving on her like that and that Gucci should know how the game go.
I ain't know, like, you know, like you in love and all that.
Yeah, I got you.
Come on, man. You know how the game go.
Gucci would have even more bad luck, getting arrested late 2013, facing 20 years behind bars on 2 counts of possession of a firearm by a felon, after police in Atlanta found weapons on the ice cream man in 2 separate encounters, on September 12th and 2 days later. That worked out in his favor though, because it slowed him down and gave him time to work on himself. He returned home clean to become a father and the boss of one of the hottest label rosters out. Yo Gotti on the other end also leveled up and established a successful label taking over the game as well. Hopefully both of them can get over whatever beef they had and get back to creating hood classics like they did in the past. That wraps it up for this vid. Let us know what you would like us to cover in an upcoming video. Thanks for kicking it with your...
My take on this video is I feel like it was just a misunderstanding, something that they could have worked out between the two of them before it blew up and they let social media get involved. Once you let the social media get involved, all these people get involved, the internet get involved, then it start to become something ugly because everybody else start to perceive it and take it as a different type of way that it actually is. And they also hype it up. So that's my take on the video. If you're feeling this video, like up on the video, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Reaction June. If you want to see any other videos, hit me in the comment section below. Make sure you follow me on all of my social media platforms. Until the next time, appreciate it. Gone.